Good morning, outdoor lovers, and welcome to Årets, where the storm Dennis is pushing its way through Sweden. And what could be a more appropriate setting for a review on the Trangia Storm Cooker. There's been gale forces through the night, and the peak is coming a few hours from now. But on my way here, it was some destruction actually. I've seen only one fresh fall of tree, and since I haven't been here for 14 days, I'm not sure if it's Kiara or Dennis that took it down, but yeah, absolutely it's really rough weather today and heavy rains. So this shelter I found is very welcome indeed. But the subject for today is outdoor cooking. And if you're totally new to outdoors living and you want a reliable cooking set, this video is definitely for you. And if you're somewhat experienced and want a reliable cooking solution, this video is also for you. And if you want a cooking set for your prepping kit, you should pay close attention to this video. And if you're a die-hard bushcrafter that would be rather caught dead when lighting a fire with a match or, heaven forfend, a Bic lighter, well, there's nothing here to see. Move along. You still here? Okay, let's rock. But before we start, this video is in no way, shape or form paid for by any manufacturer's store. This is my 2 cents on the matter. You know that nothing speaks of outdoor camping more than a campfire. It speaks to something primordial in us, and it gives us heat and enables us to cook food and disinfect water. But a fire isn't always an option. Like for today, for example, it's heavy rains, it's gale force wind, and getting a fire started here is a taxing task, to say the least, and containing it it's hardly possible. So it could be a fire ban because it's extreme drought, or it can be an environment where firewood doesn't come readily. So you need a plan B, and that's the Trangia Storm Cooker. So why did I choose the Trangia Storm Cooker to begin with? The short answer is I didn't. I got it as a birthday present in my early teens, and I stuck with it ever since. Now I had it for 40 plus years and it never has let me down, so I haven't seen a reason to exchange it for anything else. You know, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. The Storm Cooker has been my go-to kit that has always delivered. I get all the pots and pans I need in one kit, plus a heat source. I can put it up almost anywhere, and it's designed to perform in really bad weather conditions. And it's dead simple, you will probably get it right the first time. You can easily light it with matches or a lighter, and it will even catch a spark from a ferro rod. The spirit burners can take a few tries before they catch in really low temperatures. So far I used it in sub-zero temperatures several times and I never had a problem. It's more or less bomb-proof. I had my Trangia Storm Cooker for more than 40 years now, and it has seen lots both use and abuse on the trail. So it will serve you for years to come, and most likely your children too. My set is the Storm Cooker Large 25, and it's suitable for 3 to 4 persons according to Trangia themselves, or 2 grown men with a healthy appetite. If you're more into solo hikes, the Storm Cooker 27 Small for 1 or 2 persons. It's more suitable for your needs, as it would save you both space and weight. So how much weight are we talking about then? Well, it depends. My complete set weighs in on 1.3 kilos, spirits not included. And since it's aluminium all the way, it's considered to be the lightweight model. The smaller sets weighs roughly 15 to 20% less, depending on your choice of materials, of course. So let's open this bad boy up and see what I'm talking about. First we have the lower windshield. It's the foundation of the kit, and the hole should be facing to the wind, and it also houses the burner. And then we have the upper windshields with 3 supports to hold either the pan or the pots in place. And here we have the burner with a simmering that allows you to adjust the flame. And here you feel the alcohol. And 2 sets of pots. This one has seen a lot of abuse, as you see. Functioned as the kickball on a summer camp in my teens. It's still kicking. And the frying pan. Mine has a non-stick. It makes it a bit heavier, but it's totally worth it. And the most important thing of all in my world, the coffee kettle. And last but not least, the handle. It allows you to pick up hot plates and pans, and it even functions for the windshields. So it's time for some action. Let's cook up some scrambled eggs and some sausages to that, and I'll get to the conclusion when I have my food. Since my memory card malfunctioned outdoors, I have to do the conclusion indoors. So here's pros, cons, and my conclusion. We start up with cons. Well, you can't get around that the Storm Cooker is a bit bulky, and 1.3 kilo is by no way lightweight. So even if you pick the lightest one, you will definitely have to make room for it in your pack. And you have to bring with fuel with you, whether you chose gas or spirits. And spirit burners is not the fastest way you can cook food. It takes a while. The gas alternative is much faster, but there's always the uncertainty on how much gas there actually is left in the canister. So the fuel will also add weight and space to your pack. And since you only have one source of heat, you can only cook one thing at a time. By along a campfire, you can do several if needed. So, for the pros, you got everything you need to cook except for food in one bag. It's dead simple to use, so even if you're a total rookie, you probably will get it right off the bat. The kit is more or less bomb-proof, so you're set for life if you're not totally reckless with your equipment. And as you saw, one of the pots have been used for cooking in the teens, and it's still hanging around. So it takes quite a lot to destroy this kit. It's designed for harsh conditions. If the weather isn't a total disaster, you can still count on it to perform. Today, Dennis was wreaking havoc on Gothenburg. Several more trees came down when I was out, and still I got my lunch. And the kit is ready to go with a minimum of preparations. From the minute you take it out of your pack, you will have a cup of water boiling in 10 minutes. So, time for the conclusion. If you're starting out your outdoor life, I would say that the Trangia Storm Cooker is a very good solution for you. It will make your hike more enjoyable when you know that cooking food won't be an issue. And until you're totally confident in your own abilities and the environment, it's always good to have a backup with you. And more often than not, some parts or the whole kit comes with me on my hikes. It can be the burner, it can be 1 or 2 pots, the kettle, a frying pan, or the whole kit. I will agree on that aluminium doesn't hold a candle when it comes to frying food compared to cast iron. But to haul cast iron around in the woods, that's a completely different matter. I don't mind bringing some extra weight to have some luxury in the woods, but even I have my limits. And if you have any thoughts of starting up some prepping kit, the Trangia Storm Cooker should definitely have a place in it. If you live in the city as I do, you probably lack any means to cook or boil that doesn't include electricity. And if you have a power out in the city for any extended period of time, that will be the difference between eating cold food and having unsafe water, or having a prepared meal, hot coffee, and safe water to drink. So as a conclusion, even if it's heavy and bulky compared to other solutions, it more than well makes up for it by being very versatile. I hope that this video has been useful to you, and if it was, please press like, as it helps others to find this video, and it also helps my channel. And feel free to share it to other people that you think can benefit from it. If you have any comments, please leave them below. I read all the comments I get and I answer them as best I can. And since I plan to do other videos about gear and adventures, both small and big, do subscribe to get a notice when I put something new up. But until the next time, get up, get out, and take a hike. Cheers.